What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video here on my YouTube channel. And for those of you that are new around here and don't know who I am, my name's Aaron. I create travel, photography and videography based content here on YouTube. So if that is something that will interest you, be sure to subscribe to the channel. But as you can tell by the title today, I'm going to be discussing with you my 4 favorite apps for travelers that will just make your life so much easier. So if you do find this video useful at any point, be sure to let me know by leaving a like. Put any comments or questions down below in the comment section, and if you have any recommendations on any apps you've used, put them down there as well, and check out the linked playlist on screen right now, which is some more travel related content. But let's just jump straight into the video. Okay, so I'm going to go through each app one by one, and they're actually very different. We have a translating app, a budget calculating app, app which gives you maps offline, which is very handy because obviously the Maps app on your phone is great, Google Maps as well, but they do need internet, so obviously this is different to that. And then there's just an app where you can meet other travelers, which is great to do, and we will start off with that one. Okay, so I've got the app up here on my phone, and I'm just going to talk you through it as I go through the app, and it's basically called Backpackr or Backpackr. It's not got an E in it, and basically what it is you just actually set up your own profile, as you'll be able to see on screen right now, and that just allows you to put in the places you've traveled to, the places you're going to be traveling, and then it lets you meet up with other travelers or just chat to them online to see if you have similar, obviously, ideas, travel plans, interests, and then you can link up with them if you want to. It just makes solo traveling a lot easier because then you can actually obviously meet up with other people if you want to do so. So obviously, as you can see, you set up your own profile and then you just go to Backpackrs, and this basically gives you the option of setting the location that you're in, the people you want to meet, interests, ages, stuff like that, and then it just gives you basically a screen of everyone on here. And I'm not going to show people's faces because let's keep some privacy kind of thing. But then you can click on people's profiles. I'm just going to click on this one, and it tells you basically where they've been, and obviously then you can actually send them a message if you want to do so, and obviously link up with traveling or discuss travel plans, and you can add them as a friend if you want to do that as well. And it's a great way to actually meet up with other travelers and obviously just share your traveling experiences together. It goes without saying, you do need to be cautious. Don't meet up with people that seem to be a bit odd. Meet up with people that do seem like genuine travelers, and Facebook is another great option for this, as there are many groups of people who are traveling solo as well, who are just looking to meet up with other travelers and obviously share the traveling experience with them. This Backpackrs app does allow you to do so, and there's another feature where you can click on route, as you can see there, and then you actually select the destination that you're traveling to. You can look at your previous trips, you can explore, you can see where is trending, and obviously pick some of your travel plans off that. Or if you already have travel plans, then you can put them into the My Trip section, so people who you are friends with on this app can see where you are traveling to and potentially obviously link up if they are in the same place. Now, the next app I have actually discussed in other videos, and it's called Maps.me, and I'm obviously just going to load it up for you on screen right now, and it basically finds where you are and then downloads the map, but I'm just going to cancel that because I don't need it. But basically with this app you can actually just search the entire world, and obviously there's some key areas with stars, mainly capital cities, but it can literally go to anywhere in the world, and you can download that map when you obviously have internet and then use it as and when you need to without internet. So say you're traveling to a certain part of the world that does have very restricted internet access, maybe the Philippines, you can actually download the maps of the Philippines whilst you're at home before your trip, and then when you're actually out there you'll have an offline map which does exactly the same as the other map apps on your phone, but they do require internet access, whereas this one actually doesn't, and it will literally show everything you need to see, and it actually has some quite nice details and actually has updated maps compared to the other applications that you can get on your phone. But as I said, this will literally show you anywhere in the world. You can just pick, let's just take a look, for example, in Manila. You can just literally download the Philippines app, so you'll just download the map from the Philippines. It'll only take a couple of seconds, and then you have that on your phone stored. Obviously, it does take up storage, but it saves you so much hassle of trying to find internet or using your 4G or something like that just to try and find your way around. If you do this at home, it saves you a lot of time whilst you're traveling and gives you that security of having a map, even if you have no internet access whatsoever. Now, the next app is probably one of my favorites, and it's called Trip Coin, and basically you just download it and then it actually opens up with trips, and you can start a first trip, and I'm just going to walk you through this step by step. So you go on ready to depart, and then you can give your trip a title. I'm just going to put this Bangkok, and then you can select the currency that you're working with. You can select the total budget. For this, I'm just going to put in any number, and then you can actually select the daily budget as well if you want to do so. So this is very, very handy if you want to budget for a specific amount to make sure you don't overspend, or if you're, strict on a budget, or if you do something like this, whether it's a travel vlog or a blog, and you want to let your followers, your audience know how much you spent on the trip. It's a great way of actually keeping up to date with that. Then you click save, and basically your trip is then saved. Once you've added your trip, you can then add expenses. I'm going to click add expense. I'm going to title this one flight, and then I'm going to add the currency as £400 because that's how much I spent on my flight. Then you can put it into a category of travel. You can then decide how you paid with it. Was it with cash? Was it with a debit card? You can click that. You can put any comments when you paid it, what city you're in. You can even put a receipt if you want to add a photo of a receipt to make sure that you've got the right amount, and then you just click save, and that saves into your budget then. And then if we go over to statistics, it actually tells you how much of your budget you've spent, what you're spending on average per day, and there's a lot of other statistics that you can actually look into. And obviously it just gives you a very, very good method of keeping an eye on your money, not overspending. And obviously if you do stuff like this, YouTube, or whether it be a travel blog, again, you can share your budget with your audience, with the people that read your blog, which is always great because a lot of people do actually have a lot of questions on budgeting for travel, and this app is the perfect way to do so. And then the final app is actually one that's quite common, and obviously you just think of it anyway, but it's Google Translate. And you're probably thinking, well, why don't I just go on the internet and type in Google Translate? Well, the thing with the actual app is obviously you have the same functions as where you can just type stuff in and it will translate for you. But one of the cool features, which I'm going to show you right now, is if you go to settings and then you go to offline translation, you can actually download languages and then they're on your phone. So again, if you have no phone service, you can still translate offline, and it'll actually read stuff out. You can hold it up to things and it will literally translate it for you. You can download the entire language and it will literally translate whatever you want for you. So if you can see a sign and you're not sure what it says, hold it up to it and it will translate it for you. Or even with people, I believe, I've not actually tested this just yet, but I believe if someone is talking in a language, you can just hold it up with the microphone and it will translate for you, which is a great feature if it is true. That is what I have heard of the app, but I've obviously not been able to test it out since downloading it. But that will be interesting to see if it is a good feature. But even if it's not included, the feature of having offline translation is very, very useful, especially, again, if you are traveling to places in the world with not much phone or internet coverage. But that is all for my top 4 apps for travelers. I hope you did find some of these apps useful. They are essential to my traveling style and they will probably be essential to yours, so do try them out. If you did find this video useful at any point, be sure to let me know by leaving a like. Put any comments or questions down below in the comment section. As I said at the start of the video, if you did find it useful, be sure to subscribe to the channel. But thank you all for watching, guys. Till next time, goodbye.